What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is I'm trying to make a bang. This is the remake version. I forgot to take a photo of the old one. I will show it later in this video, though. But you can actually see it at the front of the screen, though. There. There will be an interior for this in probably 2 days, as well as, similar to how White Castle is, I will probably add a little bit to the exterior. You'll see what that will be, though. Not in this video, but for that video. But, yeah, that being said, enjoy the tutorial. Alright, so these space you're going to be needing for this day, 31 by 28. Now, when I say that, there may need to be some extra space for the inside part of the tutorial. Because, as White Castle was, I might have to add another section outside, which I didn't think of until after I made the grid and everything, so I decided to throw it off until after, because it isn't fully necessary, and it's, well, I guess, yeah, it is technically an outside detail as well. But, we'll worry about that, later. But what you do want to get out to start off your, bank is stone bricks. Stone brick slabs. Pillar quartz blocks. Quartz bricks. Blue stained glass panes. You can go with any color you'd like. I just picked blue because I feel like that's best for this. I wouldn't go with any like brighter colors, though. I'd go with more dark colors if you really want. I really wouldn't go with anything other than blue or gray or black. Dark oak door. Smooth quartz blocks. Stone brick stairs, and is that actually everything other than the stone? I think so. Yeah, I need all 3 stone variants. I'm not going to worry about getting those right now, though, because they seem kind of pointless at this moment in time. But what you want to do is you want to start from either front corner, doesn't matter which one. I'm going to start from the left-hand corner of your 31 by 28 grid clock every minute. And you want to start off by counting back by 6. And going up from this spot, you want to place 8 pillar quartz blocks. That's not pillar quartz. You got 3 different quartz blocks in your inventory. It's not that easy to tell the difference between them. From this bottom block, you want to go backward diagonally to the right and place a stone brick. Bring it right by, I can do math, I promise. 28. Then from the stone brick, you want to go 4 diagonally to the right with a pillar quartz block, and then up by 7. So these two should be the same height. Yes, they are. I slipped. I slipped on a banana peel. In Minecraft, what you want to do is you want to go left to right or right to left to the bottom of this. Does not matter. On top of that row of stone bricks, and you want to place 14 quartz bricks. Dark oak door. 14 quartz bricks. Just like that. Now, going left to right or right to left again on top of that does not matter. You want to place 2 quartz bricks, 2 blue stained glass panes, 2 quartz bricks, 2 blue stained glass panes, 2 quartz bricks, 2 blue stained glass panes, 2 quartz bricks, skip over the door, 2 quartz bricks, 2 blue stained glass panes, you should know where this is going, 2 quartz bricks, 2 blue stained glass panes, 2 quartz bricks, 2 blue stained glass panes, and 2 quartz bricks. You want to copy that row 2 more times, except you do want to bring the dark oak door up with quartz bricks instead of nothing. I originally tried to add a window there, but it just didn't look good. Or no, actually I originally had a second floor to this, fun fact. But I scrapped the entire idea of a second floor because I didn't like the way it looked. Just shows you that, like, you don't really think about it, but, like, how much a design can change. Because this was... I had this design. I'll actually talk about it once we get to the point that it was. But I had this design, I basically just doubled it. I cannot place correctly. What you want to do is you then want to bring that entire row up with a row of quartz bricks. And then a row of stone bricks. Bring that row of stone bricks forward with a row of upside down stone brick stairs. 2 of these will be destroyed, but all the others won't. But this is where what I was talking about. This actually had 2 floors. It would have basically where this row of stone brick is. The second floor would have just been on top of that. But I scrapped it because it looked a little bit awkward, so I just made the build shorter. It's kind of funny because, like, you look at it right now and you, like, think of it as that 1-story building, but, like, it was a 2-story, it was originally gonna be a 2-story building. That's kind of what's fun about making tutorials, though, too, because, like, how many different designs you can go through before you find something that you actually like. Which, sometimes it can be, like, frustrating if you can't think of what to build to begin with. It was one of those times, but I like going through different ideas sometimes. It's nice to see how a build develops. What you want to do is you want to bring this dark oak door, the stone brick below the dark oak door, forward with 6 stone bricks. And then a stone brick slab. Alright, so you should have a stone brick slab now in front of that row of stone bricks in front of the door. You want to bring the stone brick slab left 3, back diagonally to the left 1, left 1, back diagonally to the left 1, back diagonally to the left again with a pillar quartz block, back 1, back diagonally to the left 1, back 1. And then you basically have to mirror that going right from that first stone brick slab. So right 3, back diagonally to the right 1, right 1, back diagonally to the right 1, back diagonally to the right with a pillar quartz block, back with a stone brick slab, back diagonally to the right by 1, and the back 1. Just like that. Now you should have a circle kind of thing. What you want to do with this is you want to fill in the middle of this in with stone bricks, the block variant. This just adds a little, like, lip to it, which I think is good because obviously then you can walk up the lip, which is kind of what the intent is with this. But, yeah, and then now we can actually start working on the roof section, which is fun. We only have a front of a build, though. So, what we'll probably do is we'll probably build up this front section, then we'll do the back. And then we'll come back to the front so we can actually bring the front section back and have all that laid out. But, in the meantime, what you want to do is you want to bring those 2 pillar quartz blocks, these 2 at the bottom here, you want to bring them up by 6. Which is correct. Good to know. Well, I was hoping it was correct. You then want to leave a 4-block gap moving inward from either one. And you want to place a row of 6 pillar quartz blocks moving up. And it should be just directly on top of the stone bricks. Just like that. So they should all be the same height. And it should be, these 2 are 4 blocks apart, the middle 2 are 3, and then so both the edges are 4 blocks apart, both edge to middle, and then the 2 middle ones are 3 blocks apart. And that is your pattern. Then what you want to do is you want to actually connect these together at the top row with a row of upside down stone brick slabs. Not like that. Just like that. You then want to actually surround this with smooth quartz blocks. So that top row of everything. Except for at the back. Don't worry about the back. And then you can bring the smooth quartz on the left and the right back by, I believe, 3. Yes, 3. And you will have to break a stone brick stair on either side to get that 3rd block in. Just like that. You then want to fill in the center here of this little, like, section on the roof here and with upside down stone brick slabs. It's kind of funny, like, looking at this, I'm just now realizing how similar this is to, like, all of my designs. There's always that one section that sticks out. It's either a section that sticks out in the front, or it's a section that sticks out on top. This actually has both. this section kind of does both, but like what I'm sticking out on the top is like sticking out above the actual like main structure of the build. Like it's a one-story build, and then there's like sections sticking out. Dentist is a very good example. A new dentist. I don't think there's actually anything around here because it's a fairly old area. Yeah, just like literally everything around me is old. I think the newest thing is those two buildings, pet store and Lego store. But that was before I stuck with what I do now. What you then want to do is you want to bring this row of smooth quartz blocks. So I guess this little C shape. You want to bring it up with 3 rows of smooth quartz. And then this will just give you space for the letters when we do those at the end. Just like that. Now we're going to do the roof section for this part. So what you want to do is you want to place a stone... Wait, hang on. Let me actually make sure it's correct. I'm almost positive it's correct. But you never know. Yes. You want to place a stone brick block on top of either corner. Either front top corner of this. You then want to bring either those stone bricks forward by 1 and then out with a stone brick slab. I would bring all 4 stone bricks out with a stone brick slab. Now you want to bring the front stone brick blocks in order with an upside down stone brick slab. Up with the slab. In order the block. In order with an upside down slab. Up with a slab. In order the block. In order with an upside down slab. Up with the slab. In order the block. And keep that pattern going on both sides until you reach a peak. And that peak should be, I want to say, like, oh, I'm actually almost there. It should just be a stone brick block. Just like that. Now, what we were going to do now is we're actually going to... Okay, what you actually want to do is you do want to fill in the center of this in with smooth quartz blocks just to block back. Make sure that you do not go over the line at all, anywhere. You just want to fill it in just directly behind only upside down slabs and empty blocks. Don't fill it up behind blocks because then we're going to just have to destroy it. It does look a little bit open, which is fine, but obviously we're going to add the letters in a minute here. But yeah. I'm going to direct our attention to one little detail and then we're going to do the sides. On top of the row of upside down stone brick stairs, you want to place a row of stone brick slabs. This adds a little bit of a, like an up kind of effect. You'll see why this is important later because obviously then this goes down and then it's going to pop back up again. You'll see how that'll work, but yeah. What you want to do is you want to bring the bottom row of stone brick on the left and the right backward by, is it 14? Yeah, backward, no, wait, backward by 19. So bring all these stone bricks, hang on. So bring all your stone bricks and quartz bricks just backward with 19 rows. There are no windows on the sides as of right now. Now, I say as of right now because obviously, as I was mentioning earlier, there might be an outside change. It's not going to be huge, but it will exist, and it'll probably be, I don't know actually what side I'll add it on. Maybe the left, or it could be the right. I don't know. I guess it really doesn't take very much options. Also, don't forget the top row of stone bricks. And also, bring your upside down stone brick stairs and your normal row of stone brick slabs back. So the upside down stone brick stairs that stick out and the slab row above it. And then you can place your corner of pillar quartz blocks as well, which is, I always forget the number. It's like, I think 8 blocks tall? Yeah, that one's 8. So here's just one wall. Just fairly simple. And they don't look half bad either, because they're not like super detailed. They're fairly straightforward, just a lot of brick texture. Which obviously if you don't like that, you could totally change it. You could make this block of quartz if you wanted. I went with quartz bricks so I can have the multiple different quartz textures, because actually back when I made the old bank, they only had the one quartz texture, and that entire thing is quartz. Like, I'm gonna look at the old bank for a sec here. Like, looking at the old bank, it's all block of quartz with just the little pillar quartz pillars. I think that making this one having the stone brick as well is definitely a huge change and a good one. because it adds a lot more color to just a plain white build, which is really like not the greatest look to have a build just one flat color. Even like with houses and stuff, you can have it generally one color. Like you can see, this is generally white, but it has the gray like highlights and stuff, which is kind of what you always have to go with, because if you build like obviously if it's like a back wall or something, it can be completely colorless. Doesn't really matter. You can also connect the back walls together though with stone bricks and quartz bricks and your upside down stone brick stairs and your normal slabs. But yeah, if you're because like if you have like a back wall or something that's just flat one color, it's not as bad because it isn't really like a noticeable wall. But I'd say try and keep your builds fairly detailed, like fairly at least like colorful, or at least have highlights or something. Like this is a very good example of that. If I remove the stone brick and replace it with, say, block of quartz, it does not look nearly as good. Just even like with the lines and the normal quartz and everything, even with the lines and stuff, it just doesn't look as good because it needs, I feel like, another color. Which is kind of where, you've got to be like, I think that's one of the hardest parts about building, finding a good color combination and something that makes sense as a combination, especially for what you're building. Like if you're building a bank, you don't want to use like orange and gray or something like that. Like gray is fine, but orange is not a good example. Like white, blue, gray. I guess those are probably really the colors I'd go for. White, blue, and gray. Which I actually have gone with here. And obviously, whatever color your door is. Because they're not doors, and actually there's birch. But yeah, now. What you want to do is you want to bring the top 3 rows of smooth quartz blocks all the way to the back of the build. And they want to sit on the back row of stone bricks. I don't know the number. It should be like 20, I think. It is exactly 20. And it's just the top 3 rows. And then you can connect them together along the back here. Just like this. And also, again, don't forget your pillar quartz and everything on the walls. So I know I did rush through the walls a little bit, but they aren't really hard at all. It's just stone brick row at the bottom, 5 rows of quartz bricks, row of stone bricks, upside down row of stone bricks, stairs out from that, and the row of slabs on top. It's basically just mirror the front wall and all the other walls, except obviously not the same size, and remove the windows and the door. That's pretty much all it is. Yeah, and then what you want to do is you actually want to bring your entire stone brick top roof here all the way to the back, and it wants to overhang the back by 1. And then on that overhang, you do want to add the little upside down stone brick slab detail, which just makes your roof look a lot less choppy and a lot less Minecrafty, if that makes sense. Yeah, the entire roof should be brought back, and then again, I think that's actually the top right there. Yeah, it is. Again, just like make sure that you have everything as is, and then you're extended over by 1, and everything else is just flat. You don't have to add anything with this, just flat row slabs, flat row blocks, and everything. And then you do want to fill in this back wall in with smooth quartz blocks as well in the top section. And this one does look a little bit weirder because it's closer to the build, and B, once we add the side sections, it's not gonna quite connect correctly here. I'm gonna kind of get into like, I guess once we hit that point, I will talk about that more. But it has a weird connection, and you'll see what I mean once we get there. But it doesn't. It's not like terrible from the front. It looks fine. It looks completely fine from the front. But it's just a little bit strange. And there are a few ways you could get around that. Well, the way it is hard, though, because you need it like a half a block lower for it to work. But you can't really do that because of the quartz bricks. So it's a very, very awkward setup. Which, again, I'll get to once we are finished filling in this roof. This one's a lot larger than the other one, too. The other one only was, what, 22, or is... The other one was 18 by 22. This one's 31 by 28. So, that's usually another thing with my newer ones. They're either getting a lot bigger or a lot smaller. Usually larger, though. I guess the library was smaller. So, like, yeah, I guess either or really works. Chick-fil-A is one that needs to get small. I was actually looking into that earlier, but I need to figure out a way to make the logo. That's really the hardest part right now. That's why it's so big to begin with, because that logo. But yeah, once you're done, you should have this. If you actually like how that looks, obviously once we add the letters, you can just leave it as that. However, I don't settle for that, whatever that is. It's not actually that bad. Not to say it's bad. It's just I don't particularly I don't particularly have interest in builds just flat like this for some reason, except for like Walmarts and stuff. But then at that point, I'd extend those walls up like an additional block or two, just to make it look a little bit more like up, and this isn't as imposing. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to place inward diagonally upward from this row of stone bricks that is in like your floor kind of area here. See this row here? The one that we placed that's on top of the row of quartz bricks. You want to place another row of quartz bricks that is upward diagonally inward from that. And then you do want to do this on both sides. It should just be a C connecting into that. Now, this is where it gets a little bit awkward, because you only want to place one row. Which means that, hypothetically, you could place 0. I'm going to talk about that here in a sec. That will make your roof, though, not quite right, and you might want to, at that point, shift it. So basically, it's kind of confusing. I worded that really weird. But basically, I guess we'll talk about it in a sec. You want to place a row of stone bricks on top of the long row of quartz bricks on either side. And it does want to overhang the front and the back by 1. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Because this roof is going to connect into this roof like this. So it's going to be another row of slabs right here. So you'll have 2 rows. So you could either bring that along this entire roof, leave it as is, or you could try and push this down. Now, when you push it down, that's when things get a little bit more complicated. Because then you're going to have a double row of slabs here, or you have a row of blocks, or you have a block there, slab there. Which would push it down, I believe, the exact amount that you would need. Yeah. So then it would just connect straight into that roof. So you totally could do that if you wanted. But then you have the weird area at the front, and also the back, where you have the lip. So you could either destroy that, or you could leave it and just have a very awkward roof. I think the way I did it is best, although maybe I'll put in a little clip at the end where I show you how it will look with the other roof. Or once I guess this roof is the last thing on the letter. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably make a cut after this, after I'm done these roofs, and I will show you how they look if you have them in. So, yeah, but I'll probably be, if I actually remember, hopefully I do. But yeah. What you want to do is you want to place a row of stone brick slabs out from that row, so towards the outside of the build. And then you want to bring the overhanging blocks inward with an upside down stone brick slab. Up with a stone brick slab. Inward with a stone brick block. Inward with an upside down slab, and then up with a slab. So that's that weird connection. You can see there's 2 rows of slabs here, and then you can also bring all this back and stuff and do it on both sides. And then don't forget about the overhang on the front and the back block only. But yeah, that's that weird connection I was talking about, because it's basically like, it kind of doubles it. So you don't quite have a clean connection. It doesn't look bad from the front because of how far the roof is pushed back. But from the side especially, it looks quite weird. Because it's so close to the back. So you could extend that back and over if you wanted. And then that would actually save a little bit, possibly, for the interior tutorial. And you'll see why. But, yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's definitely, those are the little things in Minecraft builds that make all the difference. Because, like, you gotta figure out how you want to make it done. But yeah, I think that's the connection. Yeah. So again, there it is from the back. It doesn't look terrible from the back, just by itself. Because the way it works on the back is like just right where you can see how it like it almost looks like it connects perfectly, but it doesn't. because if you go over, then you can clearly tell. And then from the front, it just looks like separate sections, which is fine. Oh, you can totally remove those sections entirely. Again, it's up to you. But yeah, now you can clear inventory, and let's do the letters after I ideally show you how the roofs look. Alright, so as you can see, I did change this side. The other one I did not change. You can see that's still the same. But, yeah, so I guess we can compare them. But you can see now it does go in smoothly with that look, or with that, height. But I don't like the look of it as much, because it feels like it just doesn't, like, curl up as proper. Because the other one, when it goes into it, it's like it hasn't quite finished, like, going up, if that makes sense. But for this one, it just kind of, like, squeezes into it, which, again, if you like it, it's completely up to you. But I just don't like how it just kind of, like, goes under both sides. It just, I don't know, it doesn't look proper to me, but, yeah, it is up to you which one you prefer. Again, here's that one, and here is this one. It's definitely more of a smooth transition here. But I think that the less smooth and the more rigid you transition is better, in my opinion. But it is up to you, because it is your build, and it won't affect, or it should not affect the inside. Because this is just at the same level, and there will not be a second floor. Unless I decide to add some fancy lighting, which we'll see. Alright, so for the letters, what you want to do is you want to get out stone stairs, stone slabs, and what you want to do with these three materials is you want to start from the bottom left hand corner of your smooth quartz block section. I almost said coffee minute. I don't know why. I'm just so used to saying that, specifying corners. But what you want to do is you want to count upward diagonally to the right by one, and going right you want to place stone block, stone slab, upside down stone stair facing right. Bring that up with two normal stairs. And bring either stair left with an upside down slab and then a block. There you have a B. Leave a one block out from the bottom of that, and you want to place going up two stone. Stone stair facing left. Right with an upside down slab. Right with a stair facing right, and then down with two blocks. Middle row here, I guess the top row of blocks, you want to place a slab in between them. Leave a one block out from the bottom of that, and you want to place three stone moving up. Bring the middle one right with a stone stair, and then a stone, and bring the stone up and down by one. Ban! You're getting banned from the Discord, yes, my Discord server. Actually, you should join it. I'm not going to ban you, I promise. No promises, actually. But, yeah, what you want to do is you want to go to the bottom of the end, the bottom right-hand corner. You want to leave a one block gap going right again, or I guess count right by two, and you want to place three stone moving up. Bring the middle stone right by one. Up diagonally to the right by one, and then count down two and place another stone. There you have bank. And then, yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your bank exterior remake complete. Thank you guys so much. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know which one you guys like better between this one and the, last one. It's, or this one, I guess, yeah, the first one. I definitely like this one a lot better from the outside, at least. Although, inside we shall see once I make that in 2 days' time. But have a fantastic dinner, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.